Hi, I'm Guy,
Hi, I'm Troy.
Hi, I'm Alex.
and this is Geek Tank.
We're actually on tonight's size podcast.
Yeah, but I thought we had wasn't there like a rounded, I don't know, like this? No,
Probably.
that,
I don't know.
no.
That the right side seems larger than I remember it. The audience comment
Genetics.
section. I thought it was just swollen from
Yeah.
Oh,
like
yeah. I'm going to
infected.
see what it looks like in full screen. Yeah, still seems pretty. Takes a lot of real estate. Oh,
Well,
Seems like kind of.
we can hide that and then just
I
take up
just
all the
I was just
space.
saying it looked like it was half. I thought it was half the size last time.
No,
Yeah, that doesn't work either.
it doesn't work, does it?
No, put your face this way, Alex.
No, move it.
Okay. Part Troy, part Alex. All angry.
all something.
All angry all the time. Thought we had a rounded thing where we could do rounded.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So, let's see here. So I was just been digging through boxes, getting rid of stuff. I did find my C.J. Henderson books, which
That is cool.
passed away back in 2014. But he was a regular on the convention circuit. He's an author, wrote a lot of horror as well as other fiction. But I really like him. I've only read a very small amount of his work, of his body of work, but I really like his hard-boiled detective Cthulhu mythos stories. Really cool. Really cool
Nice.
stuff.
I think last time I don't know if it's connected or not. But I think you mentioned it before, and I mentioned a movie called Cast a Deadly Spell, which is a
Oh,
noir Cthulhu
all right.
detective thing. It's from the '80s, so things
Eh,
age. But it's got the
that's cool.
same actor who played Remo Williams, Fred Ward,
Okay.
is in it. But yeah, he's a hard-boiled detective. If I remember correctly, he actually doesn't use magic, but he's in a world where magic is super prevalent, and it's a
Yeah.
noir thing.
Yeah, the magic detective thing is taken off with what is it, Dresden Files, and
Hmm.
there's another guy who Michael Carey. He's the guy who wrote the Lucifer spin-off from
Ah,
Sandman, and his like I only read the first couple Dresden Files books. I was like, it wasn't really my bag. It was like seemed a little bit. It wasn't noir enough for me. Like I could see like he's gaining power and abilities, and I'm like, this it's gonna get all power creepy. But I really liked Michael Carey's novels because he wrote like two of them, and his character does have a magical ability. He can speak to or summon spirits and such, and try to get information from them. But his real ability is the ability shared by pretty much every noir hero. He can get his ass completely kicked and keep on going.
mhm.
Um, and so those are really good too. But like I said, like C.J. Henderson's non-magical detective in a world of cosmic horror, super good. And honestly, I don't know why more people didn't think of it, considering they all they take place kind of in the same time period. Um,
So the little blurb here is Cast a Deadly Spell combines two disparate genres, film noir detective stories and eldritch tales of the Cthulhu mythos. It is set in 1948 Los Angeles in a world where magic is common. A detective is hired to locate a stolen grimoire, the Necronomicon. Um,
as you
and
do.
yeah, and it's like yeah, he refuses to use magic even though it's like available. So he has
Okay.
a thing against magic. I remember really liking it at the time, but again, this was like in the I'm sorry, it was in the early '90s, so
Yeah.
it '91. So I probably saw it in like '92 or '93.
Might still be worth a rewatch,
Yeah, might not be too bad.
right?
And
Yeah.
apparently Dennis Hopper was in a sequel which I never heard about called Witch Hunt.
Wow. Okay.
He
Which
plays the
hunt?
same. Yeah, he plays the same character.
Okay.
Which hunt? Oh wait.
That hunt.
Oh, okay. Making sure.
Cool. So it looks like it's on HBO Max.
I got
I
that.
don't have that. But cool, yeah. And then I did see the new Superman. Has anyone else here seen the new Superman?
I haven't, but before you give us a review, I gotta. I'm not gonna show it because I haven't censored it. But
I'm not gonna show it, but
just gotta black bar that. Um, I was on Facebook and one friend reviewed it, and directly below him, who these are two friends who don't know each other and they're not friended,
but
also reviewed
on
it
your feed.
on my feed. So it was hilarious having them top to bottom. I'm not going to say who they are, but the top one is this is the first one, the top one. There is still not a good Fantastic Four movie. The best movie, or wait, you said Superman. Sorry,
Superman.
I have one friend who saw Superman. They said they were great. It was great. I'll do the Fantastic Four one later.
Okay.
And
I've not seen Fantastic Four yet.
and she said, "Be sure to stick around after the credits." I'm like, "Isn't that a given?" She's like, "No, like 3/4 of the audience left before the credits were done, and there's a scene afterwards." I'm like, "I thought everybody knew this."
Yeah, I did look up to see, and there's two post credit sequences. One of them is after basically, after the flashy credits before the boring credits, and then there's one after all the credits roll. Neither of them set up here's our new DCU, which we all know this is the beginning of the new whatever they're going to call it. I don't remember. DC Cinematic Universe type thing. But they're both kind of kind of funny. Especially the last one. Spoiler free review. Let's see. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. I went with my partner and our child, and they both enjoyed it. I will say that I heard someone else say this, that superheroes are most believable when it is on the page. Because there's definitely a couple parts where it's like, that guy's dead. Or those guys are dead. So, but you kind of have to roll with it.
I don't think you really see that much except on like The Boys, because you have someone that's with the strength of Superman punch somebody and they explode, and that's I think the only time you see that kind of thing.
Right.
And the Invincible.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's definitely like, I mean, you can Superman's pulling his punches. Cool, I get it. Or Superman's like unloading on some other super being that can take it. I get it. But no, this like, is it a secret that the Crypto's in this movie? I don't think so.
No,
so Crypto.
He's in the preview.
Yeah, I don't watch trailers generally.
Yep.
So Crypto totally grabs a hold of a bad guy and I'm like, that dude's totally dead.
A normal dog can kill people.
Yeah, and Crypto, the super dog, I'm like, no. Or like Superman's fighting a bunch of people who are like in like some kind of like powered armor stuff, but he's knocking them out of the sky. And they're landing on the ground.
They've got airbags inside the suit.
So they're totally dead. But or totally whatever fancy name they came up with, the football player head rattling around in their skull.
That
just
reminds me of the Iron Man 2, I think it was, where they have the test footage of this rival company that's making power suits, and they go wrong, and like one spins around, and you hear the guy scream inside as it makes this crunch sound.
Right. Yeah. So, but no, it was enjoyable. One of the things I for the smart viewer, there are things that will not be a surprise. It's in the text. The subplot with the journalists, of course, Daily Planet. It ties into the main story very well. I'm not sure what the rest of the tone's going to be for the rest of the movies they're going to do, but it looks to be kind of Silver Age, I would say, with this one. So it's a little bit goofy. And I have to say this, like, there is a lot of stuff that would fit in the Venture Brothers in this. And I love the Venture Brothers so hard. So I was watching, I'm like, oh, that's so Venture Brothers. Oh, this scene, what's going on in the background while these people are talking? Very Venture Brothers. I'm here for it.
Nice.
Yeah, the character, the Justice League characters, Hawk Girl, Mr. Terrific, and Green Lantern. Pretty cool. I'm actually unfamiliar with Mr. Terrific. I don't know if he's an actual character, if he's from the comics, or is a new character made for the movie. Very enjoyable. So
And of course, Guy Gardner is a riot. I personally thought Guy Gardner was awesome.
yeah. So yeah, very.
But
I
that's
enjoy that.
because I
Yeah.
particularly enjoy that particular actor. So
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I might see it again in the theater. I'm not sure, but I did enjoy it. And I will say the movie was very well paced. I never felt like it dragged, but it
Mhm.
slowed down where appropriate and sped up where appropriate, and that's not always the case.
So it's a quick search. It looks like Mr. Terrific was created in 1997.
Oh
This is his
yeah,
first appearance in the comic.
yep. Where I was getting,
So,
I was pretty much all out of mainstream comics by then.
mhm.
I was getting out of mainstream comics around 93, 94-ish.
When manga was markedly more, oh my god, in our world.
Mhm.
Right about then.
Yeah, yeah. I mean that's when I was fully in Lone Wolf and Cub phase.
Mm-hmm. I had gone over to Battle Angel Alita at that point in time.
Yeah.
Very similar problem or a similar situation.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, my feeling on it was that one, just absolutely adore Guy Gardner. He's just so funny, but that's because I've always been particularly partial to that actor. I don't want to spoil it too much. Did really enjoy that. Loved Crypto. That was awesome. They also introduced one of my favorite DCU characters right at the end there. And I think that the casting on her is pretty spot on. So, and it looks like they're going to move that character to one of the periods in her life that I actually particularly thought was pretty funny too. So, when they bring her around, that's going to be cool.
Yeah.
The thing that was really cool was they're still using John Williams' theme.
Oh, that was so cool.
Yeah.
Put that in there. And I did like how like the closing credits was totally called back to the original Christopher Reeve opening credit style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was gorgeous. I was into that, but I don't know why, but I know exactly why, because John Williams is just awesome. But yeah, that just, you hear that theme and you're like, yep, that's Superman. I'm like, it is. Just, it is.
Mm-hmm.
So I was really glad to hear that.
Cool. Yeah, I do hear that there will be a Batman in the new shared universe, but it will be separate from Batman. So,
right.
very, very DC, this is very multiverse, this is Gotham 458 versus Gotham 732.
Yeah. Well, there was a scene where, the bad things were happening and it panned across a road and the guide sign said, Gotham City this way, Metropolis this way.
Mm-hmm.
So they clearly were, had already kind of made that thought process.
Right. Yeah. Speaking of Batman, I did recently find out that they put out a box set of all of Batman the Animated Series.
Oh,
like all
the
4
Bruce Timm
seasons
stuff,
plus
man.
plus extras plus commentaries, and I'm like, oh, I kind of really want that.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I'm kind of on board with this plan.
Yeah, Batman the Animated Series, like we didn't know how Batman fans like myself had no idea how good we had it when it was out.
I know.
We had Tim Burton Batman, we had Batman Returns, we had animated Batman that was totally kick-ass. It had great stuff in it. Like the world's smartest henchman. 2 henchmen walking, oh, here's something in there. I'll go check it out. Goes inside, Batman. Nods, backs away, closes the door. Hey, man, what was it? Nothing. So good.
Hey, Brent, Hey, Bob.
Or even like the villains all playing poker.
Yep.
I had a rock.
Yes.
Was a big rock.
I like the little in that episode. No, that wasn't that episode. There's a different episode where it's these three kids talking about their version of who they think Batman is, as far as
Oh, I
and they
love that
say
one.
they have a little throwaway one where they pass another teenager who's like putting up a sign at a shoe store and it says shoemaker, and he's like, "I love Batman. His car can drive up buildings," and the other three kids just like shake their heads and then walk away from him.
Right.
So the Superman movie, I wanted to mention James Gunn. He's kind of fallen into that category the way that Peter Jackson did. Because when I heard Peter Jackson was making Lord of the Rings, I'm like, oh, that's interesting. There's a guy who made these really gory, goofy films that I love called Peter Jackson. Doubt they're the same guy. Nope, totally same guy. So I haven't seen the first one. I just jumped on here to take a look, but apparently James Gunn's first written superhero thing was a comedy in 2000 called The Specials. It only got 5.7 stars, so I'm probably not even going to look it up. But the one I was thinking of was called Super, which was in 2010 with Rainn Wilson from The Office fame, and it's about a guy who decides he wants. It's kind of similar in the way that not Hit Girl. What was the Kick-Ass? The way that Kick-Ass decided he's going to be a superhero, but didn't really have any superpowers. This is a guy who's like, the world needs a superhero, and so he makes a superhero costume and gets a big giant monkey wrench and hits people on the head. And it's very realistic with no superpowers and dark. It's extremely dark.
Nice.
And then I think we jump all the way to he got the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise and was cranking those out. And then he made Suicide Squad, which is a very different tone from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Right.
And then
it has the same sort of feel in a lot of ways.
It has the same team thing going, but there's so much gore and violence that it's definitely not a kid's movie. It's just like when you go to see Deadpool and someone's taking their like 10-year-old in there. You're like, what are you doing?
I did
that. But if you haven't seen Peacemaker, that's a spin-off of Suicide Squad that James Gunn did, and it's very funny. Just watching the opening song, the opening title credit for it is hilarious. So Superman is on my targeting view. I want to go see that.
Yeah, I took my kiddo to go see Deadpool. I don't think we saw Deadpool and Wolverine in the theater last year, so they were 11. Because to me, Deadpool's a cartoon. It's gory, but it's a cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as language is concerned,
yeah,
they're my kid.
Look who she lives with.
Yeah. So I was like, I had no problem at all. And like we'd actually watched like Logan and such, like Deadpool and then Logan and then Deadpool 2 leading up to it. I'm trying to I was really impressed with Nicholas Hoult. Because I was like, I'm watching, I'm like, I've seen this guy before. I know I've seen him before, but I can't really quite put my finger on him. You know, there's the whole shaven head thing, of course. But no, he was in The Menu. He was in Fury Road. And I'm like, oh, yeah, this guy, cool. And I looked him up afterward. He was Hank Beast out of the new crop of X-Men movies. New, quote unquote. I just watched them like last year because I didn't care to watch them earlier. No, I will say that I was kind of disappointed in the new X-Men movies because like they keep on like dogging out Magneto. Oh, Magneto's gonna like what's Magneto done in this timeline? He killed a bunch of Nazis. Oh, and he was tortured by Nazis before, but they're Nazis. So shut the fuck up. But it's not like Magneto in like the original timeline, you know, trying to turn non-mutants into mutants and all that stuff, or like, you know, doing severe property damage, or, you know, there's a bunch of, you know, just collateral human life lost, you know. It's like, it's fine. I mean, even Apocalypse, he was gonna sit there and like he's gonna like
Jones like stop dogging out Magneto 2025.
like y'all showed up and y'all, you know, he saved somebody, then someone ratted him out for some money from the dictatorship, and killed his wife and kid. Because of course you have to kill the wife and kid. Jay, thanks for that hackneyed premise again. But and he goes over there. He's about ready to like lay waste, and Apocalypse goes over there and like totally like cock blocks him. It's like, come on.
Yeah. So Nicholas Hoult also plays Peter the Great in the comedy show The Great,
Oh, okay.
and he has a lot of great comedy awareness, which the other stuff I've seen him in weren't comedies, so you didn't really get that from him.
Right.
But yeah, The Great's oh gosh, I got to try to remember what it's on now. Hulu. The Great's on Hulu. That's where it had that line that I told you that I think Julie would use, where it was like, I gotta remember the exact quote now. I look it up.
All right.
Sorry, go ahead.
Julie being my D&D character, and
Sorry.
yeah, I just found like the book that I bought this book in the distant future of the year 2000 when I was working at Barnes and Noble. It's got huge discounts on books, and I was like, this book looks cool. It's Gentleman's Blood. History of Dueling from Swords at Dawn to Pistols at Dusk. It's a great little book. Talks about some of the what are the trial by combat traditions before. It's like if it was an old woman and a young man, they would put the young man in the hole up to his nipples. And he would have like a sack with a rock in it. But the old woman would have a long stick. It's like
so in The Great, she says, "I look at you and go dry like sand."
Nice.
But it's got some great lines in it. It is extremely loosely based on history, so it takes a lot of liberties. Because what I'd heard was he read about it, and then that was all he did. He set it aside. He never went back to reference anything. He just wrote his story. Because I'm like, did that war happen? Is that how that really happened? I don't think that's how that happened. But
okay.
I'm not a historian, so I don't know.
Yeah, right now, the kiddo and I, X-Files is getting pulled from Hulu. So we just watched a couple more episodes and then we called it quits. Like we made sure that we watched Pusher, one of the all-time great episodes, and then followed up with Jose Chung's From Outer Space, another one of the all-time greats.
That is such a good episode.
And so we watched those, and then kiddo wanted to rewatch Terminator and Terminator 2. Oh no, don't make me watch those. So we watched those, and we're still we're gonna go back to Gravity Falls, and then I wanted something that's not kind of like a weird small town vibe.
Mm-hmm.
So The Great might be it.
Watch it if you're gonna watch it with the kid. Watch it first because there are sex scenes in it.
Oh, she gets squeaked out by those.
Okay,
so does mine.
So, but yeah, okay. But thanks for the heads up. We'll find something. Because I want to go to quirky and stuff, but I don't want to go quite to Twin Peaks yet. But I did get the first 5 seasons of Northern Exposure for cheap. I see the 6th season. I have the whole run.
There's like a really, I forget, I think it's in this season 1, a real tiny throwaway line that was clearly a nod towards Twin Peaks, where they're looking through binoculars. It's like,
no, it's not even tiny. It's like a good minute or so more scene. It's I haven't watched it in a while, but I totally clued on it because I was watching Twin Peaks before Northern Exposure.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like at the end of like the 2nd episode or something. It's very early on.
It's funny because I remember when Northern Exposure first came out,
your mom
was very, very into it. And so I was like, I don't want to watch this. And then like I would just sit down there. I'm just going to draw. I'm not going to watch this show. I'm just going to draw. And I put down the pencil and like watching. And I got totally hooked onto it. And it was funny because I remember thinking how much I was like,
yeah. You know. And then I've never watched My Name is Earl.
It's I remember it. It's pretty fun. It's a redneck person basically coming to the realization that put good out into the world and the universe will give good back to you type karma thing. Okay. It's got the he's like a very popular skateboarder turned actor brought into the business, I think, through Kevin Smith. I'm forgetting his name now. Uh, but when I didn't realize he was like an awesome skateboarder at first. But My Name Is Earl is kind of fun. Let's see. I don't want to give you anything that like got canceled before it finished too, because that's
Oh,
disappointing.
thank you. Appreciate that.
Netflix has My Name Is Earl on it, by the way.
Okay, cool. I got the Netflix.
Jason
Got the
Lee.
Hulu.
Jason Lee is who I was trying to think of.
Okay.
Have you watched any Millennium, which was a spinoff from X Files?
Yeah. No, my partner and I watched. We watched Millennium. We watched
You mentioned the Jose Chung one.
the Lone Gunman.
There's an
And
episode in the Millennium called Jose Chung's Doomsday Defense.
mhm.
So it's a good follow up with the X Files
Oh,
Jose
I
Chung
don't think
episode.
I've ever known that was the case.
Yeah, and like both Millennium and the Lone Gunman had the kind of like their series ends in X Files in later seasons.
Fourth
You
favorite
know,
release of Dogma.
maybe I should give Dogma another chance because I've watched Dogma and I found it terrible.
Wanting.
I did not like it.
Even with Alanis Morissette?
Don't, guy. Take it back. Take it back, guy.
I don't find Alanis Morissette to be attractive.
Be right back.
That I wasn't even thinking that was the case.
No, I'm just trying not to go on tirades.
Don't do it. Don't do it. You're gonna get him. Oh, you already got him started.
Tirade.
Yeah.
Tirade.
I'm not sure why that was a blackout over there, but there was a blackout. Oh,
Cool. Yep.
It's probably reversed, so it's probably
It
hard
is.
to read.
it is.
So Kevin Smith signed it, and he drew an arrow pointing to Ben Affleck, and he says, "Troy," and he drew an arrow to Ben Affleck. Totally gay, Kevin Smith. Yep. So that time he was filming up in Boulder, and I got to be in that film. I knew where he was going to be, so I accidentally happened to be in the same place with. I happened to have my copy of Dogma on me, so I was wearing my Marv T-shirt from Sin City.
Nice.
So he actually approached me first and went, "Hey, nice shirt." I'm like, "Thanks." "Hey, you're Kevin Smith. I love your work. Would you sign this for me?"
Slick.
Nice.
Oh, Kevin Smith is definitely an acquired taste.
Yeah.
I liked Clerks. I liked I really liked Zack and Miri. I thought that was a lot of fun.
Man, Lawrence of her labia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got my DVDs alphabetized right next to me, so that's why I found that so quick. But
Nice.
Farscape Modern Buck Rogers. I assume, Donald, you're talking about the 70s Buck Rogers with Gil Gerard with the Thunder Fighter. I love that. Like, my reference is always to the spaceships. Like, just saying, that was a sweet start.
How
Oh,
do you,
wait, we
how
have to
do you
our
think
thing.
yeah, I was gonna say, how do you think your kiddo needs to be before you show them Legend or Legion? That messes with your mind.
Carlin's a good gem too.
I don't. It's not an age thing per se. It's a taste thing.
Yeah.
It's very like specific in its artistic choices.
Yeah, because there's definitely stuff that's unreliable narrator that's interesting and fine, or like, yeah, it's like it's just,
Yeah.
like I have no problem. Like I don't have any of my old Liquid Television episodes, taken off of the TV when they were airing, but I totally show them that, or I mean, I've got Aeon Flux, so I think I would probably start them on the Aeon Flux shorts and then go on to the actual show, because that's, once again, unreliable narrator, what's going on, in one episode, this guy, Trevor Goodkind's doing this, another episode's doing that, what the hey, it's like. And I think, like I said, it's like dystopian and that's cool, but I'm like trying to figure out what kind of stuff we can watch. They like they really like Terminator and Terminator 2, like, and we were watching we've talked about some of the stuff where like she like was making guesses and I was like
Yep. All right, guy, you can press the button.
Sorry.
That's
All
my
right.
fault. It's my fault.
We're going way over the button time.
Way
thing.
over 2 minutes.
Oh no.
Nope, that's not it. This button.
Eat it, Alex. Eat it.
I'm leaving it on there. I'm leaving it on there because Geek Tank is sponsored by Kieran Games, Geekway Homes, The Massage Wizard, and
Your
mom.
Hey.
Robojacks. Jocks. They had a poster of that in Domo, one of my favorite restaurants, in the bathroom.
Right?
Because I'd never heard of it until then, and I'm like, this looks horrible.
Yeah. I was actually thinking because I've been reading, I've been going through all this, mostly books, and figuring out what I want to keep, what I don't want to keep, and some stuff's like kind of on the edge. Like, do I want to keep this? Yada. And I reread Gray, this manga named Gray that I remember thinking was really, really cool, and it is kind of cool, but I think the movie's actually better, which is weird to say for 80s anime.
Right.
Like 80s anime is usually like highlight reel, disjointed, just get them to the next cool scene you remember from the manga. And like the story of Gray is really short. It's just one volume. Here in the States it's like 9 60-page issues or something. But I forgot, so I reread Gray, and it's got this. He's honestly kind of more generic in the comic, in the manga. He's very wisecracky. He's still doing what needs to be done. He still has damage, but he's, like I said, he's a very wisecracking hero kind of guy. And I remember in the movie, he isn't. He's just PTSD to the max, and just laconic, and truly does not give a shit. And in a more extreme way than is often shown. So I kind of like the movie better, though I haven't seen the movie since like 1992 or something.
Whenever it came out.
Yeah, like whenever we watched it at like the die meeting or something, But yeah.
Even 86 is when it says it was released, but I don't know if that's necessarily when you guys had a copy of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've neither seen the anime or read the manga.
Yeah. That was an interesting discovery.
I was going back through a lot of the old die meeting books, pamphlets, whatever.
Oh yeah.
We've
the zines.
The digests and things like that, and that's been kind of fun. We're digitizing them so that they are captured permanently for NDK. And I was reading back through, especially 91, 92, 93, when we were all in the middle of being at the die meetings, and that was like the big thing, So it's kind of nostalgic. And I was kind of thinking that, I don't know why, but things like that, I just long for days like that sometimes. I'm just like sitting here going, man, those were the days.
Those were the days.
Yeah.
Now, I actually showed one of my VGR crew that the Cornpone Kids video of Akira to Comfortably Numb. And I showed him like, what? That. I go, dude, this is my introduction to AMVs, to Pink Floyd, and to Akira. And he's watching this, he's like, oh my God. It's like,
yeah. And it is. So it's just like and to think that they did that with VHS decks.
Yeah.
Just completely amazes me every time.
Yeah.
Especially since there were like 2 or 3 times where the timing was so
good.
Spot on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was just like, wow, you did that with VHS decks.
Somebody posted a bunch of Cornpone vids to YouTube. but not all of them. In fact, one of the ones that I couldn't find was the one for Gray and Veteran of the Psychic Wars. But they actually had a couple on there I hadn't seen before. I was like, what?
Yeah, the Dirty Pair ones are the best.
Oh,
in my
the
book.
Pine Salad Productions.
Yeah, the pine salad stuff.
Yeah, Pine Salad.
Those weren't. Yeah, that's right. Those weren't corn bone.
Yeah, but they were still great. I've seen Rambo 600 times.
Read the Bible.
The Bible. Yeah, it's like somebody. I don't know. I think I showed you all these. That somebody went and did a few episodes of the old Fist of the North Star television show, and it's named Dub of the North Star, and it is horrible and amazing.
Nice.
Yeah, that's definitely on YouTube.
Yeah, see, that's the stuff that there's a lot of stuff out there where it was in that era that it's just gone. And that was that era where anime was not known. People didn't know really what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And the only people who knew about it was this little underground group, and it's like before that, anime was just folded into normal network television, and so nobody knew it existed. And then after that, it was its own genre. And there's something lovely about the weird stuff that went on during that time with the fan dubs and the fan subs, and there were in-jokes.
Live action versus anime, 1 and 2.
And all these in-jokes that went on that became sort of part of that subculture that, because like we're all talking about all of these things. Well, back then there were really only about 5 or 6 people who had the equipment available to make those kind of things. And so you every anime club all over America would be playing these same videos, Yeah, like 6 of you guys. Yes.
That's because you're cool, Joan.
Yep. That's true. It's just it's that thing. It is the pre-internet universe where it was the little club that got together in the basement of some building somewhere, and they all got together and did the things and stuff like that. And
oh yeah,
the Trekkies that were out there doing that, and and the just the different groups.
Cool. Yeah, I remember when we started an anime club up at CU Boulder.
Yeah.
Me and like my girlfriend.
Yep.
And we started off with doing a fan sub of Nausicaa.
Oh wow.
It was just wild.
Well,
and
Indicate does a charity auction if you want to donate it to them. I don't know. I'm not connected.
Actually, Donald, that sounds like a good option for that. Just breaking into that.
Yeah, I've kind of stopped watching Demon Slayer. I'll get back to it. I'll get back to it soon, but I'm toward the end of the first season. The main character and his friends are recuperating from getting their asses kicked a million times, and it's like he's having to learn how to do the water breathing. I'm like, he already learned that. You need to learn how to do it all the time. He already learned that. Like back when the show was good in the first few episodes, he learned that. That's how he cut through the boulder and got sent off to the Demon Slayer test. He knows that.
Yep.
Anyway, we'll see how it goes.
Demon Slayer is an interesting.
The following seasons are short.
I've seen like a handful of episodes, and I'm still not sure what my opinion of it is.
Yeah, I think that for me, that I just find some of the characters are very irritating. Like there's the main character who's actually kind of cool, I think, and then his 2 side characters are super irritating. I'm constantly skipping past their shit. I'm like, you are boring as fuck. Shut the fuck up. But it's like I was thinking about it. It's like, why don't I like this? I'm like, it's just not gelling. but I did was thinking about like what is like the weird stuff I do like. It's like it does fall into like it's kind of funny or it's kind of silly or kind of cheesy until it's not.
Mm-hmm.
And that goes for Twin Peaks, goes for Castlevania, goes for Fist of the North Star, goes for Preacher, it goes for
I'd say Scrubs. There's
all
some
this.
hard hitting
Scrubs.
episodes in that.
Okay.
Yep. And then Mash did
And
that
Mash.
too.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
Definitely
But I'm
Mash
like
did that.
I some of my core fandoms have this kind of same thread through them.
Yeah, I actually have been doing something very similar. I realize I've been teaching in much that same way now. I'm silly until I'm not. And it seems to hit really well when I do that. So I've been doing that quite a bit too.
Looks like Scrubs is on Hulu. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a lot of shows. The further it gets, it does get a point to where it starts going downhill because you can tell some writers left and such. But it's back in the day when it was on. That was my favorite show at the time, and
Mm-hmm.
a lot of fun. I'd say Community has usurped that as far as being my favorite comedy series.
Oh, okay.
But
Community. Like we haven't watched that. We recently watched all of Parks and Rec.
that's a good one.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Let's see. By the way,
if you might want to see if you can keep it going on that route, because of course, if you give it to the NDK, they would auction it for the charity that they're doing.
yeah, if you want a specific charity, do it that way. But yeah, that NDK picks a charity each year, and that's the one that all the money goes to.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys heard, but Tom Lehrer passed.
Yeah.
The American singer-songwriter. He did make it to 97, which to me is a hell of a run.
Yeah, it's a great run.
And one of the first to do parody songwriting. So clearly the godfather of what up to like Weird Al and such.
Sure.
So,
yeah.
But he did the Masochism Tango, Poisoning Pigeons in the Park.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I was looking for. I forgot what it was, but it was like the algorithm fed me the Stalker's Tango.
Oh yeah.
After doing another, like I've always listened to the Masochism Tango forever. One of the next ones on the algorithm was that one. I'm like, I love this song. It's good.
Yeah, we kind of had an astonishing mass die-off all of a sudden because we lost Ozzy and we lost the Hulk and Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, don't confuse Hulk Hogan with the Hulk. They're
the Hulk.
I look up to one of them, not the other one.
Video that we have to watch in class 4.
Yeah.
That actually was part of the weird. Was I did a class 4 the day before.
Oh wow.
And so there is a show that we show the kids, and it's the 1989 Valvoline National Driving Test.
Yeah,
which is awesome, and it's so wonderful because
it's in 2 parts, which makes it almost like 2 hours long. So I only ever show like 15 to 20 minutes of it because I don't hate my children.
but it's hosted by Christopher Reeve and has all of these actors in it, including Hulk Hogan.
Mm-hmm.
And
Shatner with hair.
I usually, whenever I play it, I'm like, okay, we're going to play a game here, which is how old is Guy? Because all of these people were massive stars when I was about your age, give or take. And so, we have to play as, and of course, it's Christopher Reeve. Do you know who that? No. Then it's, it's John Ritter. And you're like, no, nobody knows that. And then, is it William Shatner? And I'm like, okay, you better know this, you people, because
like,
you don't know Bill Shatner, man. We can't be friends, And then, but it's got Hulk Hogan. He just comes out of the blue. But what's so funny is I'm often surprised because Dick Butkus is in it. And I'm surprised at how rarely people make jokes about that, or how rarely the kids crack up about that, because his name was funny when I was a kid, And if anybody actually laughs at his name, I tend to go, "That's why he became a football player." You know, like, yeah, it's kind of the whole point there.
The
But of
next time
course,
next time you show it and you get to when you get to John Ritter and nobody knows who he is, say his son does the voice in Gravity Falls. His son Jason Ritter. So
oh, okay, that'd be kind of cool. I didn't know that. So,
mhm.
but yeah,
He looks
yeah,
so much like his dad,
Wild.
I can
and yeah,
imagine.
and his comedy. He's clearly he's his dad's son because he's got the same physical comedy and stuff too.
Yeah.
So
All right.
Yeah, and though I know that you only show some of it because you don't torture the kids, I
no,
actually like to show the whole thing because not all
Because you
2
like
hours of
torturing
it,
kids.
because I like to
You in the
torture the
Epstein
kids.
files?
I mean, like
No.
that wasn't even a question. I don't
Sorry,
even know
bad joke.
why we'd bother thinking that I wouldn't torture the kids. Just saying.
mhm.
But there's the 45-minute version that I do like to show, and that's because
that's just
every
part
time.
one. It's not a version. It's just part one. So you show them part one.
So
Sorry,
just,
there's a
just
yeah. Go ahead, run with it.
anyway, because every time I do, it has Al Unser Jr. talking about getting out of a skid, and I really like that because it's really hard to explain what it's like to skid with a car and how to get out of a skid. It's really hard to stand up there and say, okay, when your wheels lose contact with the road, it's like it's so hard to explain that.
I'm not going to do it
So,
on. I'm not going to do it on air, but next time we're together, I'll show you how I do it.
oh, yeah, I mean, but I'm just saying it's much better to show them that.
Yeah, I
So,
show them, but without that.
death
Yeah,
race. Yes.
yeah. That guy uses the technique with steering that we teach kids not to do when he gets out of
Yeah.
the skid. So that's one of the things I don't. It's show them,
Which is funny because he's a racer, and like racers, racers never do that.
I can't remember which racer it was because I'm not big into race car people. But I remember one talking about he was in an interview on some late night show, and that's the only reason I watched it, saying he had all these traffic tickets because he says racing is very different than driving.
Yeah.
And he's a horrible driver, but an excellent racer.
One of the things in racing is that you don't let go of the steering wheel, and you certainly don't palm the wheel. So
yeah, he does a controlled skid. He's fine, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Death Race. Oh man, with Sylvester Stallone.
I've only seen OG Death Race.
I think are you talking about the OG Death Race, right? Or are you talking about the remakes?
I don't know what that one's talking about.
Death Race. Oh, the remake was your standard HBO quality action film, so it was all right. It was Jason Statham, who I give him a little bit more leeway than I do others.
Jason Statham.
Yes. Yep.
My favorite role of his is from Snatch. I love his role. Like, are you going to fight the Germans, Mikey? So good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh man.
And this is where the show then peters right out. We all
now's a good time for me to jump back into where I was making the mistake and confusing Fantastic Four with Superman, and I can read you that fun little thing there.
Oh, Fantastic
Alrighty.
Four.
So one person
that's
out. One person had written, there is still not a good Fantastic Four movie. The best movie on Marvel's first family is The Incredibles by a wide margin. 3/4 good acting, but the plot goes flying off the tracks during, and I'm going to leave that part out in case it's a spoiler, followed by, look how easy it is to fix this now. If this is how the new face is going to be, maybe I should stop now. That's the end of that review. Right below him, another friend had written, I went to see Fantastic Four First Steps today. All the previous Fantastic Four movies have been disappointing, so I just wanted a good one for a change. Instead, it turned out to be maybe the best superhero movie of all time. A very stylish retro aesthetic makes it visually delightful, and the story manages to take a threat of cosmic proportions and make it personal. The pacing of the film was just about perfect. I never got bored, even when there was no action on screen. Highly recommended. So I'm like, that was just hilarious to me that they were top and bottom on my feed and they don't know each other.
I really do want to see Fantastic Four because they do have that Atom Punk retro design that they really lean into that. And I've always been attracted to that particular style.
Adam Punk.
Adam.
No, seriously, it's a thing.
Yeah, Adam Punk is that style, that
Huh.
1960s sort
Gotcha.
of Jetsons-esque
Yeah.
style. It's called Adam Punk,
Mhm.
and I dig it. It's
The
one of my favorites.
Howard Stark time.
Yeah, yeah, I dig that. That's one of my favorites. So
Cool.
I
Cool.
think I will probably enjoy the movie just because of the aesthetic. You know,
Mhm.
whether it's good or bad, I'm just going to sit there and go, "Ooh, look at that car! Ooh, look at that
Yeah.
car! Ooh, look at that!" You know, and I'm going to spend the entire time doing that. So it seems good to me.
Yeah, like I know nothing about it except for the, like it's out now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've seen the previews and trailers because they're just everywhere. But it's the one I'm waiting for is the Thunderbolts because I didn't catch it in the theater,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm waiting for that to hit streaming.
When it comes out, let's have a viewing because I wanted to see it too, and I missed it in the theaters as well.
Oh,
so I'll
speaking
watch
of
it with you.
viewings, Sinners is out on streaming and disc now. So
Yeah. I was going to suggest that for a Friday night viewing, but I don't think Mariah or Tara would be into the gore part of it. So I do tell people though, I'm like, hey, I don't care if horror movies aren't your thing. There's about 10 minutes of this movie you need to watch.
oh yeah.
So just watch that 10 minutes. There's nothing gory, nothing scary. It is just amazingly shot.
It's so good.
Mhm.
So good.
If you've seen it, we're talking about the history storytelling with the music, I guess would be the best way to describe it without spoiling anything.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's good stuff. Good stuff.
We've got some good stuff. I mean, Strange New Worlds has started up, and that's nice. So we've got new Star Trek going on. They released a trailer for Starfleet Academy, and actually, I'm kind of on board with it. And it's polarizing, as you might imagine.
New characters or legacy characters?
Starfleet Academy is an interesting mix. It takes place in Discovery's timeline, so 32nd century, but has legacy characters from Discovery and, oddly, Star Trek Voyager, because they brought back the Doctor from Voyager.
Oh, okay.
Which is connected to an episode that you'd have to know the episode of Voyager to understand where he comes from. But it's still it fits, so it's kind of cool.
Cool.
And then there's a whole bunch of new characters. So
yeah. So the scene that we were talking about, Neil, is in the middle of the movie, which ends with the monsters being thirsty and stuck outside.
So there.
Yep. But yeah.
So that's cool.
Looking forward to that one too.
Yes.
But I'm always looking forward to new Star Trek. That'll never not be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's your jam.
Yeah, it's my jam. It's where I live. It's a little house I live in. So
you live inside a jam? Interesting.
I do.
It jumped out of the jelly into a jam.
Soylent Green.
What? Yeah, Soylent Green.
Right.
It's when I first saw the cleaner Simple Green.
Yeah.
Simple Green is people.
Right.
So
I think I made that joke too.
Yeah.
It's a good joke.
Yeah. Some of the Yeah, we'll see. I got tons of movies for the kiddo to watch and stuff, and tons of books for them to read. So, yeah. Like I do have Mad Max and Road Warrior and Fury Road. I've got stuff.
You know, if you eat hot dogs, you probably had human.
Yeah.
So that does remind me of a line from a Joe Abercrombie book where it's like, what are we doing, eating people? It's like, and one of the characters is like, nah, no one sells human meat for this cheap.
Yeah,
and everyone's like, but yeah, no, I was thinking about that tickling something in my brain. Sneak human. How would they do it?
So how you said you got your Gothic cube put together? Is it done? The Gothic cube for Magic the Gathering, the
Oh,
Innistrad.
Shadows over Innistrad. Yeah, it's right. It's ready to go.
We got to play that sometime.
That's right.
I want to play that. We just need to get how many people you want for the cube.
Perfect cube would be 8.
8. Okay.
Mhm.
So
Be interesting.
No, so the sneaky human food, and this is a story from my natural father. We were visiting. I think he was visiting us. Anyway, and we were watching one of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. I think probably the second one. And they're like, "Oh, long pig, oinky oinky, da 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 da." And he looks at me because, of course, I'm South Pacific Islander through him. He's half Fijian, half Samoan. And he's like, "What's that?" And I go, "Oh, it's the super cute name white people use to talk about cannibalism." It's like, "Oh, we just called it meat."
Yeah.
So, pretty
Fun.
funny.
It's like we just called that Tuesday. Yeah.
We just called it meat. Get a bunch of friends together, build a boat, sail it to an island you can't see, land, kill some people, eat them, leave, or kill them, leave with them, eat them.
Knock a few out so you can have a take-home bag.
Right?
That's important.
Mm-hmm.
They'll keep well at that point if you do that.
Yeah. Cool.
Yep. That was about a weird turn.
Hmm.
I'm just going to say it. That was a weird turn. Not uncommon for this show, though.
Like in that Austin
Definitely
Powers movie.
not uncommon for this show.
Well, we like to talk about how we are a very diverse taste in our group. So,
As I say.
yeah. Mm-hmm. That's my favorite dipping sauce from Chick-fil-A is the Polynesian long pig dipping sauce.
Yes. It's a good dipping sauce. I'm just saying. All right.
Yeah,
well, that went weird.
Yeah, I guess we're done. I had another
All right.
geek thing to talk about, but I'll talk about it more next time.
Next time, you have to hang in there, cliffhanger.
Dun dun dun.
You have to wait all the way until next month.
All the way. Sorry. It's the name of the Venture Brothers Molotov Cocktease movie.
Nice.
Well, that works. Be kind of funny. All right. Well, we are at time though, so I'm hovering over the clicky button to go with the credits.
There you go.
So Bob's
That's
already
what we're saying. Yeah,
gone out too. So
Bob's our clock. He's
Bob's our clock. That's how we know.
All right.
All right.
Night,
it was
Bob.
great seeing everybody. Thanks for being here, everyone. And that's all the time that we have for today. We'll see you next week. Until then, I've been Guy.
I've been Troy.
And I've been Alex.
And this is Geek Tank.